They're big, they're menacing, and they have lots of teeth. What, your average 2-year-old? Nah, in the ring today are animals that have the mightiest bite force in the history of Earth. What is the toothiest critter that ever lived on our planet? Ooh, let's find out. And the first to check the strength of its jaws is the apex predator, the human. Yes, humans have strong bites. Didn't you know? Already, in fact, we've invited this guy just for reference, so you might understand how powerful the bites of other creatures are. Okay, pal, sink your teeth into this device and it'll show us the number. And it's 160 pounds per square inch. It's good to break some tough cookie or a pistachio shell, which is enough for survival in our harsh modern world. Here, have a cookie. Okay, now we have the idea of what to expect, and the serious contenders enter the stage. The first one to take a hefty bite out of our measuring device is a human's best friend, a dog. But not just any dog, a mastiff enters the stage and walks with dignity to show its strength. It opens its jaws and clenches them over the device. 550 psi. Now that's some force. This dog is among the mightiest friends humans have, and it can easily snap a thick branch in two. The next contestant is the king of the jungle himself. Meet the mighty lion. Look how eager he is. It rushes across the ring and crunches its teeth around the thing. Ooh, it shows 650 psi. It's 4 times stronger than a human's bite. No wonder this predator can catch a firm hold of a wildebeest. Thank you, Mr. Maine. Please take your seat now. Our third competitor, we don't count our human guest, remember, is another big cat. The fierce, the mighty, the striped Bengal tiger. It leaps forward and sinks its huge fangs into the measuring device, which shows 1,050 psi. Wow! This ferocious beast has just beaten the lion, a fearsome opponent to meet indeed. I take my hat off to you, Shere Khan. Wait, can you hear that hysterical laughter? It's our next contender, eagerly awaiting its turn. Meet the hyena. It seems like it's laughing at our mighty tiger, but why? It lightly jumps onto the ring and takes a tasty bite. Ooh, 1,100 psi. What? So the hyena's jaw force is higher than that of both lions and tigers. Well, if it weren't for the cowardice of these pack carnivores, they would probably be among the most feared animals of the savannah. But when it comes to forest predators, no creature can compete with the grizzly bear. This furry titan approaches at a slow and seemingly clumsy pace. But don't let that fool you. If needed, it can reach a mind-blowing speed of 35 miles per hour. But what is its bite force then? Let's see. Ooh, the meter shows 1,200 psi. Such a bite could take a good chunk of steak with no effort, and your arm. The grizzly roars victoriously and goes off the ring to free the stage for its rival. And the next participant of today's power show is impatiently pawing the ground. It's the first one to wear a cape and a cowl, so we can't see its shape or face, but it's huge. This hulking beast approaches the ring and finally takes off its attire. And it's a gorilla! The sharp-looking canines tear into the device, showing 1,300 psi. Although these giants are gentle, making them angry certainly shouldn't be on your agenda. But it now covers itself back in its cozy outfit and stalks off. You hear the rumble? The ground is shaking under the feet of the next contestant. It rushes onto the ring at a speed you totally wouldn't expect from such a stocky form, 19 miles per hour. It abruptly stops before the measuring device, and we see the staggering figures. 1,800 psi. Here's what a hippopotamus is capable of. This unpredictable animal may look sweet, but it's considered one of the most dangerous species of Africa. Better stay out of its way. Where's our contender? I can't see or hear it. Is it late then? Oh, whoa! It pounced from the shadows and bit right into the measuring device. The meter shows 2,000 psi, and it's the jaguar we meet. A round of applause for the mighty cat. Jaguars easily crush bones with their long, sharp teeth, so it's no wonder that they outbite all the rest of the feline family. And as suddenly as it came in, the jaguar disappears back into the shadows. Now, be prepared. The following two competitors are long and scaly. The first one slithers its way onto the ring and snaps its long jaws on the device, which shows impressive figures, 2,125 psi. Let's applaud the American alligator that has just beaten every creature that came before it. But that's not nearly all, because the real heavy duty is approaching. Just as the alligator creeps away from the ring, its relative, a great and scary reptile, is making its way into the limelight. It's a guest all the way from India, the saltwater croc. It lazily opens its mouth and abruptly closes it over the measuring device. Will you look at that? 3,700 psi. That's enough to grab hold of an Indian elephant, if it were somewhere near, that is. Saltwater crocodiles patiently wait for the prey in the waters of the river and are very quick to attack. No wonder it's the biggest land predator and reptile in the world. The croc slithers away, and the stage is suddenly being filled with water. What's that all about? Ah, I see. Our next contestant can't live on the surface. It's the legendary great white shark. It ferociously sinks its many crooked teeth into the device, showing 4,000 psi. Its bite force has never been directly measured, but the estimates show these astounding figures. This fish is capable of hunting even the biggest prey and has no natural enemies. The water starts flowing again, and the shark is being taken off. And now, behind the scenes, we can see that the engineers have installed a time machine. What's it for, I wonder? The door opens, and from the billowing smoke here comes the T-Rex! Wow! Wait, is it a cup of tea in one of its claws? Then it's a T-Rex, I guess. Alright, never mind. The king of the dinosaurs approaches the ring and bows its giant head to take a huge bite. And it shows 8,000 psi, twice that of the great white. But the dino has been apparently not serious enough. Scientists have estimated that the maximum force of its bite could reach the astonishing 12,000 psi. That's enough to chomp through a moderately thick tree. Who could ever hope to beat such a massive force? Well, I've got a surprise from you. From the very same time machine, a huge snout shows first. Then, unbelievably long, the body of the biggest crocodile that ever lived on the planet, the frightful Deinosuchus, reaching the length of 40 feet. These giant reptiles dwelled the ocean millions of years ago and hunted dinosaurs that were careless enough to walk into the croc's territory. Just look at it. Its body covers almost the whole distance from the entrance to the measuring device. The enormous jaws open and close with mind-blowing force, and it's indeed simply incredible. I think we've got the absolute champion of the bite force contest. At 23,000 psi, nothing could ever beat this monster. Mr. Deinosuchus, if you will please step up onto the pedestal. Here's your champion's belt. You clearly deserve it. And now I declare this competition over. Give a round of hearty applause to our mighty contestants. They were all brave and ferocious.